Hello there, friends and followers, and welcome to this live stream. This is Kuwait Pilot, your host for today's show, and today we are in for a masterpiece of an aircraft for X-Plane 11, no other than the Aerobask Diamond DA50 RG. This is, of course, a preview, and I do want to thank the Aerobask team for providing me with a copy to showcase here on the Kuwait Pilot channel. Now, Aerobask are known for creating very high fidelity payware add-ons for X-Plane 11. They've been in the business for a very long time, and every time they produce something, they completely amaze me with the high fidelity, the quality, the finish, the sounds, the texturing, the modeling. Everything is just absolutely stellar. They do know how to create add-ons for X-Plane without a doubt, and this DA50 is not an exception to the rule. If we look at this really beautiful aircraft in terms of its modeling and the texturing and everything, and we're going to take a detailed look at the inside, and we're going to fly today a full flight from Nantucket to Providence Airport in the United States. But first, I want to welcome all of you to the stream. Daniel Cerquera, how are you, my friend? High Speed Cruise, hello. Drishal, welcome, my friend. Alan Howard, QMed, Freddie, and then we've got also Siddharth and Naranj. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the stream. So I had a short encounter with this flight earlier this afternoon after I got back from work, and let me tell you, I am really amazed at what Aerobask does in terms of the texturing. I think they really set the bar very high in terms of their 3D models and all the texture work, and I don't think that anyone does it like Aerobask does. I mean, if you look here, let's just go up here, and if you look at the fuselage of the aircraft, you look at the reflection, this looks like fresh paint. You can almost smell it. It looks really, really good in terms of the texturing. You can see the reflective materials here, the glass, just really beautiful texture work all around. And by the way, if we look down here at the landing gear, just look at that. Just look at that. I mean, I'm just really good at this Goodyear tires, and you can see all the details. You can see all the bolts there, and I guess this is the disc, brake disc, and just look at this texture work. Absolutely phenomenal work by Aerobask on this aircraft. And by the way, all their aircraft are exceptional in terms of their 3D modeling and texture work. I haven't seen yet an Aerobask aircraft that is not well modeled, well textured, and has a lot of details to really add to the immersion and the realism of the model. Very authentic replica of the real world counterpart, and just look at that. Look at the details, and you can see here the strobe lights. Just if you look at that, I mean, this is so detailed. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Very, very good work in terms of the texturing. Stereo model, without a doubt, looks sensational. Just look at that. And by the way, it comes with, I believe, 8 liveries. So if we go to, no, that's not what I wanted to do. If we go to edit here and customize, yeah, you've got the default, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total liveries, all in 4K resolution. So you were spoiled for choice there. You can fly the liveries you like, and I'm sure the community is going to probably again create more liveries for this aircraft. But I just can't help but to admire the finesse. Just look here. Look at that. As we zoom in here, this is really very, very good texturing and modeling of the aircraft. Very, very nice indeed. Well done, Aerobask, on the modeling and the texture work. Just look at that beautiful aircraft. Looks really Wow, it's got a really nice look to it. And yeah, I can't wait to actually fly it and have you guys listen to the sounds. And Daniel Skidmore, hello my friend. CoreTube, welcome to the stream. Trippy86, I have the DA62, which is amazing, absolutely. Guillaume, Captain, welcome my friend. Thank you very much. Yes, I will. Oh, that's okay, Captain. No worries at all. I understand that you have a very busy schedule, but thanks for stopping by and dropping a note. I really appreciate it. I'm definitely going to enjoy flying this aircraft today from Nantucket to Providence Airport in the US of A. Adam, hello, my friend. What's up? Lewis, how are you, my friend? Welcome, Stan. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. And yeah, so this is the latest creation by Aerobask, folks, for those of you just joining us. And by the way, there is currently a giveaway running on stream for 3 copies of this beautiful bird. That is right, folks. 3 copies to the Q8 Pilot channel subscribers and followers, courtesy of the X-Plane.org store. So the X-Plane.org store has graciously offered 3 copies to the community, and specifically and exclusively to the Q8 Pilot channel followers and subscribers. So let's go ahead and hop into the cockpit. And guys, look at this. Wow. I mean, just wow. I mean, I'm speechless. Look at that. Do I really need to say anything about this 3D cockpit and the rendition of, the virtual cockpit of this DA50 by Aerobask? It is absolutely beautiful, very high resolution textures, and as you can see, the work that they've done is exceptional. Just I'm going to just zoom in to show you the fidelity of everything done at Aerobask. Look at that. Just really beautiful, beautiful. This is the throttle, by the way, needs to be on idle. Parking brake is kind of funny. Looks nice, yeah. But I mean, if you look at every corner of this aircraft, you will appreciate the fidelity of the texture work, the modeling. Can you see this is the flight stick? Just look at that. Look at the high resolution textures. And by the way, very easy on performance. So the aircraft doesn't really affect FPS, and it looks beautiful. Now get ready to look at those Diamond aircraft seats. Look at that leather seat. I mean, it looks like real leather. And this is, again, folks, this is the case with all Aerobask aircraft. So if you go to the X-Plane.org store and search by Aerobask by the developer, you will see that their aircraft. I remember the Pipistrel Panthera was it was just the texturing was just phenomenal on that aircraft, and all the bar is so high, and they've never produced an aircraft that is below their standard. So they've set the standard so high it became the benchmark for the industry, and they've never produced anything with lesser quality. Just all the curvatures, even if you look at all the curvatures here, they are just phenomenal, just really perfect. Everything in terms of the texturing is perfect. I know I spent a lot of time just showing you the textures, but I really, guys, I really have a lot of appreciation for what they do in terms of the modeling. Now, let us start taking a look at some of the interactive features. So you can, those windshields they're really cool how they've modeled this. And by the way, I've looked on a short video of a real DA50, and that's exactly how the windshields work. So look at that. Just really, really cool there. And also, if we go here, so this is not exactly a glove compartment, but if you click here, this is actually, you can program the FMC here. Let me show you here. We'll go down here. You can see that the fuel lever is right here, or selector, fuel selector. And this is actually fully functional. It actually works. And yeah, and you can actually remove this. So now you can open this, and there's a drink, there's a pen, and you can see the fuel selector more clearly as you remove the as you remove the glove compartment or the armrest here. So very, very nice, really. And the sounds are wow. Just really wow sounds. Right, if we look here, let me just pick something right here. And listen to those sounds. Beautiful sounds. And if we go to, again, really nice sounds. And we'll take a look at the sounds. I want to show you guys here so you can see this doesn't actually work unless you have batteries. So let's go ahead and turn on the electrical master. Listen to those sounds. Incredible. I absolutely adore the sounds on the Aerobask aircraft. They're F-mod sounds, and they are very well made. Very, very talented team over at Aerobask, and they just really put their hearts out when they develop, payware add-ons for X-Plane. And now you'll see that I can adjust the rudder pedals, the position, and this is, by the way, true to the real-world counterpart. You can actually do this on board the real aircraft. So it doesn't really have a specific function in the sim, other than the fact that it just simulates what the real aircraft does. And it's got AviTab support as well. So if you're using it, you can access also the ground options and the rest of the aircraft options from within the AviTab if you don't want to use this little guy here. So you can actually click here to bring up the control panel, which is, again, really cool for accessibility. You can, whatever your preference is, whether you like to use the AviTab or bring up the control panel in this manner, you can do that. And Martin, hello, my friend. Martin Van Drop, hello, my friend. Steve, 1927, welcome, my friend. And we've got Rarpot Simmer, hello, my friend, welcome. Dave R, hello, my friend. I'm looking for another Aerobask plane. This one is this or the DA62. Thank you for the stream and for the information. We'll find out right at the end of this stream, and you should be able to decide. Goose with Google, hello, my friend, and welcome. I hope that you are now enjoying your King Air 350 by Airfoil Labs. Folks, Goose with Google is the winner from our previous giveaway of the King Air, and the giveaway was actually a trivia ran by Captain Guillaume, and so congratulations. I hope you're enjoying it. Relaxing Disney, hello, my friend, welcome. Yeah, Dave. All right. So what we can see here is really a beautifully modeled aircraft. It's got really beautiful sounds, and it's highly interactive. And by the way, you can open the doors from within the aircraft here, or you can, so we can close it here. You can do it from the control panel or from within the aircraft, which is again, nice feature. We can remove the chocks, and we can connect the GPU from right here, and just listen to the sound now. And let's go ahead and hop into the outside. And now you can listen to the GPU, this little device here, powering up the aircraft. Isn't that cool? All right, we're not going to need the GPU today, so I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it. And we're going to set things up here. So from the options menu, you've got the AviTab. You can go to more options. And now you have a number of things here. So you've got, you can show the ground speed on the PFD next to TAS. Show the radar height below 2,500 feet, walk around for LR bug in no panel views, and so on and so forth. But what I want to point your attention to is that this aircraft's got the G1000 synthetic vision. It is highly experimental at this point, but it is there, and we can select it here. I'm not sure why topology and terrain, not sure why I'm not getting it now. I think we need to turn on the avionics in order for the synthetic vision to work. So we'll leave it on for the time being, and we'll look at it later. So you've got a number of options here. You can, if you're suffering from FPS, you can enable or disable the instrument reflections as well as the windshield reflections, which is, again, pretty cool. Rory on a bike. Hello, my friend. I'd like to see the Aerobask make a DA20. A new version of this plane is long overdue. Alan Howard, the Q8 said it's 3XDA50 for the giveaway. I think, yes, sir, with 3 copies of the DA50 by Aerobask is going to be provided to you guys courtesy of the X-Plane Org Store. All right, sounds, again, you can enable the sounds, you can enable speech. This is the current settings, aircraft exterior, interior. And let me tell you guys, I really adore the sounds on the Aerobask aircraft. I think specifically on the Phenom and this aircraft, the sounds are just incredibly realistic. They're F-mod sounds, but they sound very, very, very good. Yep. And of course the about section, and of course all the credit goes to Stefan, Leonol, X-Aerodynamics, Daniela, F-mod Sounds, Liveries, Jean Adunch, I hope I said that correctly, and Oscar Synthetic Vision, and of course Captain Guillaume is the guy behind all the documentation of the Aerobask aircraft. So yeah, so what we're going to be doing today, folks, is we are going to be flying the aircraft from Nantucket Memorial Airport to Providence, or Theodore Francis Green State International Airport. That's a very long name for an airport. But before we begin, let's go ahead and go to the ground options, and we're going to note the fuel on board. We've got about 93. Now, the nice thing about this is you can do the following. You can balance the fuel. So if you change the sliders and you want to make sure you have the fuel balanced, you can just click on balance fuel. It will take care of that for you. And then with the payload, as you can see here, there is a custom load manager and there's just total payload. So if we click on total payload, it will just give you a slider that you can manipulate. You can remove the pilot and the passengers. You can switch, by the way, between male and female pilot if that's what you like to do. But you can also do a custom load manager by clicking here. And now, as you can see, I can set the bags and I can manipulate. So I can remove this now. There's no co-pilot, no left. It will change things around. And you can change the baggage, the number of bags you're carrying, if that's what you choose to do. I prefer to just go total payload and set it somewhere about right here. We'll leave it there. That's, I think, good. We're good there. Now on this side, of course we've taken a look at this part, but this part here is for the circuit breakers. Now all the circuit breakers aboard this aircraft are modeled, so as you can see here, notice here. Yeah, so they're all functional, and that really adds extra realism, and it really introduces the challenges that you can practice as a sim pilot, and really get an appreciation for what real pilots do go through during non-normal procedures. So you can simulate any of that, which is very, very good in my view to have in any payware add-on. I think this should be standard. The circuit breaker modeling should be now standard on any payware aircraft. What else? Of course, it's got a custom de-icing system, which you can find right here, and you can do all sorts of tests. Everything, by the way, is functional on this aircraft. You've got your cowl flaps. I think they should be open for engine start, and your trim wheel, fuel selector, which we've covered. There's one more thing I want to show you guys, is if we remove this, you can actually mute the, so this simulates having a headset, so it would kind of reduce the outside, the external noise when we're flying. We're probably going to have to use it because the engine sounds are quite loud. So So that is what we need to do here. We've got our payload, we've got our fuel, and we need to put our flight plan in a minute. But before we do so, oh, by the way, you can also set the reliability of the circuit breakers. This is perfect, but you can move the slider here for realistic, and then you can do like entertaining and challenging and things like that. But we're going to leave it on realistic. And we're going to reset the breakers. Oxygen level and de-ice fluid are both at 100% for this flight. Perfect. Think we've covered everything here. And Steve Bennett, hello my friend, and welcome. Reboot the avionics to change the sync vision. Yes, thanks Captain. And let's see here. We've got Sam Viation. Hello my friend, and welcome. I might have missed it, but are those twin standard G1000 or custom panels? So these are enhanced X-Plane 11 default G1000s. Okay, so they are, yes, they are definitely the X-Plane 11 G1000, but they're enhanced. They've got the Aerobask touch to them. So yeah, so my God, the details, I'm just really can't get over how detailed this aircraft is and how beautiful the texturing is. Just so very well made. All right, now that we have all of this stuff out of the way, we can bring it back here. So I'm going to click here and remove it. And we are going to, actually, let's make sure that we don't have, let's see here. Everything's good here, and everything's good here. We have removed everything here. All right, cool. All right, so let me just bring up our flight plan real quick and show you what we're going to be doing today. All right, so this is our flight plan. And, all right. So this is our flight plan. We're going to be departing Nantucket Memorial Airport, runway 24. And then we're going to be heading to Mike Vector Yankee, which is, by the way, Martha's Vineyard, a very famous small airport, once the host of Air Force One back in the days. And then we are going to be flying direct to Cusca. We're going to be performing an ILS runway 23 at Providence Airport. And the reason I wanted to do this is I promised you guys that when we do a review or a preview of any aircraft, we're going to do a full flight so that you can see the operation of the autopilot. You can take a look at the feel. And let me tell you, I've done a short flight with this aircraft and it feels absolutely great. So this is our flight. And if we look at the flight here on the map, this is visually what the flight looks like. So we are going to be taking off from Nantucket, and we're going to fly direct to the Martha Vineyards VOR station, and then we're going to fly direct to, we're going to activate the approach there and perform an ILS approach runway 23 at Providence Airport. So that's our flight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. JV says, I guess Martha offered the pilots a free wine tasting. Absolutely. All right. So we are now ready. We are going to go ahead and turn on the avionics master. And now we can see that we have the synthetic vision working there. ESS bus. Now, by the way, guys, I don't know a lot about this aircraft yet, but it's simple enough to start and fly. There are a number of tests we can perform. One is the gear test, and then the stall test. Again, nice to be able to do this kind of stuff. And this one says ESS bus not for normal operations. C, AFM, emergency fuel pump, that we don't need. De-ice, we don't need. This is the engine master. So what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to come here and enter our flight plan. I hope I don't drain the battery. Let's click here. Then we can go to the flight plan, and we need to delete that. So we are going to go to menu, and we're going to scroll down and delete the flight plan. Enter. All right, so that's Nantucket, Kilo Alpha Charlie Kilo, and we are going to enter that and go down. And the next one is MVY, so Mike. Let's see here, Mike, Vector, or Victor, actually. Let me go back here, clear. All right, here we go, Mike, and then Victor. And then Yankee. Martha's Vineyard, that's the VOR station. And we're going to enter that. And then we are going to be flying to our destination at Providence Airport, or Theodore Francis Green State International. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to enter Kilo Victor and then Papa. Oops. And Delta. Is it? It's Kilo Papa. Ah, that's my bad. All right, let's go back. And then Victor. Oh, come on. And finally, Delta. That's the one. Theodore Francis Green, Providence, Rhode Island. Very long name. All right. And then what we're going to do is we are going to select our approach. So we're going to select approach, enter, and we're going to be performing an ILS runway 23. ILS 23, enter that. And it's actually the via Cusca. We could say vectors, but all right, well, let's say enter. And enter that and load, and now we have it loaded there. Perfect. And we are going to set our let's go ahead and turn on the flight director. Flight director is on, and we're going to set our altitude according to our flight plan. We are going to be flying at 4,000 feet, so let's set that to 4,000. 4,000 is set, and while we're at it, we're going to get no release date yet. The release date is very soon, so it should happen in the next during this week, I suppose. Yeah, the sounds, Goose with Google, the sounds are really, really cool on this aircraft. Okay, let's take a look here at the weather information at Nantucket. And the weather information is 230, 14 knot wind, visibility 10, temperature is 9 Celsius, altimeter 3040. So we are going to do 3040. We got it there, all done. And let's see here. Everything else is done. You know what? We're gonna. I think this is the correct frequency for the ILS runway 23. Let me check real quick. ILS is 109.3, and the approach course is 227 degrees. So we are good there, and we are now ready for engine start. We can leave the pitot stall heat for now. Volts are definitely low, so we're going to turn on the alternators, 1 and 2, and the fuel is on normal. And we're going to make sure the parking brake is set. Right, parking brake set right there. That's the parking brake. And now we are ready to start our engines. So we are going to turn on the engine master to the on position, and we're good to go. And there you have it. We have a good start. Listen to those sounds. Let me switch to the external view. Just listen to that. Man, those sounds are incredible. Just really beautiful, beautiful sounds. I absolutely adore this aircraft. One that I will definitely enjoy flying. And by the way, guys, during my when I'm not flying online and I'm not, recording a video, I actually prefer general aviation aircraft. I prefer smaller aircraft. I think they're a lot more fun because you can simply turn, the autopilot off, and you can do things with them that you can't do with airliners. So that is my preference when I'm flying for just my sheer entertainment. All right, so we're going to turn on the taxi position lights, leave those on, and pitot stall. Now we have no warnings and we're good to go. Lights are good, and temperature is good, so we don't need. Well, we can actually turn on the heater. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but it looks like it's working. There's something up here. Yeah. Oh, listen to that. Just really, the sounds are so well made. And yeah, you can, I guess you can just turn it on and off, and then you can manipulate the temperature here, environmental control, direction of the air, fan speed. Oh, just check this out. You can hear the difference in the sounds when the fans are on and off, which is pretty cool. Let me look my map so I can see. These are based on a 3.0 liter twin turbo diesel V6 from Mercedes-Benz. Oh, how cool. All right, folks, we are, excuse me, we are now ready to go. So what I'm going to do is, by the way, just to show you guys, we can set the transponder here. So we can go to the code and select 1200, and then we can select transponder, and we're going to say Alt, and now that is set. We can go back and we can put on the PFD, we can put the bearing. This is to the localizer, but we need this one here, so because we're flying using GPS. And we're also going to put the DME to the ILS, which is 109 or decimal 3. So we have both of these here, and it will help us kind of know when to descend. The top of descent is very close to the airport because we only need to clear 2,100 feet. The approach altitude at Providence Airport is 1,900 feet. So we're going to begin the descent at about 16 nautical miles from our destination. And now we are going to release the parking brake and head over to the runway. We're going to set the flaps right before takeoff. We'll leave them alone now. And let's release the parking brake and let's go. Look at this beauty. Just really a beautiful aircraft. Keeps wanting to go to the right for some reason. Must be my rudder pedals. Try to reset it. Yeah, I think it's my rudder pedal. Probably need calibration. Look at that, folks. Wow. Now you can see the textures are a little better here with the sun. You know, just look at it's just beautiful. Wow. All I can say is wow. I'm just really impressed. Look at that. Look at the panel work here. Just wow. Really, really good. I think I'm going a little too fast. Wow, this aircraft really wants to fly. An absolute beauty of an aircraft. Beautiful sound, beautiful texturing, beautiful modeling, and for the price, I believe someone said it was like $40. I tell you, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. But if you're lucky, you can actually get it for free today because there is a giveaway of 3 copies of the aircraft. Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, I think we are good here, and this is the turn to runway 24. By the way, the scenery that you see of Nantucket is that of Aerobask, and this is runway 24. And we're just going to make a brief stop here. Let's set the parking brake, and we are going to turn on the landing lights, strobe lights. We're going to turn off the taxi lights, and everything else is good. We're good to go. So let's release the parking brake, and let's go. We're going to set the flaps for takeoff. And we need to retract them at 133 knots. Not sure why I keep pulling to the right. I think it's my rudder pedals. There's something wrong with my rudder pedals, but that's alright. I think we should be able to manage. That's runway 24. And synthetic vision works beautifully. Alright, let's go. We're gonna take off at 75, rotate. Woo! Beautiful. Positive rate, gears going up. And we are going to begin our turn to intercept the flight path. Oh, I love the sounds on this aircraft, and it is very fluid, and it feels pretty different. You know what it feels like? It feels like it's an aircraft with, you know, with very long wingspan. That's exactly what it feels like flying this aircraft. I think we can retract the flaps now. Flaps up. And I'm just going to watch our rate of climb. And let's do a flyby, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to that. All right, so we can go back, and this is on GPS, so we are good. What we can do now is we can come here and go to your damper is on, autopilot is engaged, and we're going to go to nav, and wait, light change. There we go. And now we should climb to 4,000 feet. We're just going to keep an eye on our speed. We're looking okay. All's looking good. Smiley Bob, hello my friend. Jeff Tacker, hello my friend. Tango Whiskey Simulations, welcome my friend. Glad to have you with us today. Take care, Rachel, and thank you very much, sir. Enjoy the rest of your evening. So here's what we're going to do, folks. We are going to fly direct to the Martha's Vineyard, and once we are there, we're going to activate the approach to our destination. This is a very short flight, approximately 70 nautical miles from start to finish, so not a very long flight today, but I really wanted to show you the, by the way, you can always come here, and you see how things are much quieter in the cockpit now. So that's pretty cool. We can close that, and yeah. By the way, the once we land, I'll turn up. I'll change the time of the day. We'll make it really dark, and we'll take a look at the instrument lighting, which is again done very well by Aerobask. So things are looking good now. Captain Shaker, good evening, my friend. How are you doing today? Adam 1740, the water textures I use are those of X-Vision 2, version 2, and I use the Nordic Extreme preset. Right, we're coming up to 4,000 now. We're doing okay in terms of our speed. You can see the aircraft is leveling off now. And we're going to ease off on the throttle and keep the speed at about 130 knots, 135 is okay. There we go. Let's see, 144, 34, and now the speed is stable. There we go. And now we can take a look at some wing views. Fantastic. Look at the details right there. Very nice. Ah, that's here. Oh, guys, look at that. Oh, yes. Sensational. What a beauty of an aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the Aerobask Diamond DA50 RG. For X-Plane 11, of course, and it will be a free upgrade to X-Plane 12 once X-Plane 12 is released. So you don't have to worry about that. As you can see, 15 nautical miles to Mike Victor Yankee. which is Martha's Vineyard. And I just love this aircraft. Everything is so modeled, so well modeled. It's modeled very well textured. Everything is thought of. By the way, the oxygen works, passenger oxygen works, and also the icing system works as well. So you can go to normal, you can go to high, windshield, ice lights. I'm not sure what it's not there. Oh, there you go. So it's got fully functional de-icing, custom de-icing system. And this is the test, de-ice, pressure low. This is for the test, just to make sure that your icing system works. And we are doing well. 134 is our current speed, and we are heading to our first VOR station. And that's Martha's Vineyard right ahead of us now. And again, folks, as a reminder, a giveaway is Private Sim Pilot, such a beauty. To me, it's what the Panthera could have been if Epistrel had Diamond's resources, and I'm a big fan of both companies. Also a huge fan of Aerobask. Absolutely, Private Sim Pilot. Yeah, thanks for sharing your thought with us. I think to an extent I do agree with you. I do prefer Diamond aircraft though, but really I think whether you fly the Pipistrel Panthera or the Diamond DA50 or any aircraft from the Aerobask range, I think there is something for you to enjoy. And of course, guys, it is not a secret that Aerobask has provided me with a copy of the aircraft to showcase here on the channel, and they have actually provided me with almost the entire range to showcase. But as you all know, you know, I don't really say anything I don't really believe in. And this is mainly to help you guys make an informed decision as to whether you want to invest in an add-on or not. And I can tell you with confidence that any aircraft you purchase from Aerobask is an aircraft that you will enjoy, especially so if you are a fan of that aircraft model. They just build them so well that it's so immersive to fly them. And they're a small team, but they're very capable, and I really appreciate what they do. I appreciate the fidelity and the finesse they employ in their development work. Such great company and such great add-ons, really. Very well-known name in the world of X-Plane, Aerobask. Man, and really thumbs up on the sounds. I just absolutely adore those sounds. Very, very nice indeed. All right, let's do a flyby here. Beautiful. Alright, so in terms of our flight, we are at about 5 nautical miles from Martha's Vineyard. Let me show you guys where we are. Let me bring up the EFB here on the screen. Alright, so that's us right there. This is Martha's Vineyard. This is the VOR station. And this is our destination right there in the ILS approach runway 23. We are looking good, so very, very short flight. And it says 2200 there, So we need to be above 2200, and then the approach altitude at Providence Airport is 1900 feet. And we can go to the approach plate here. As you can see, we are going to come at DME 11.5 at above 2200 feet. And as we intercept the localizer to ILS 23 at DME 5.5, we need to be at exactly 1900 feet. So as you can see, there's a line above and a line below, which means you need to be exactly at this altitude. If the line is only below, like this one here, it means you need to be above. And if the line is above the number, then it means you need to be below the altitude there. This is, by the way, this is Ivlasoft EFB. It's a payware product, but I tell you, I really like this product a lot. I think it is by far the best payware EFB. So if you want to invest in something, that is an application that I would recommend. Otherwise, stick with Sim Toolkit Pro, which is, in my view, the best available tool for flight planning and a lot more than that for flight simulation. All right, so here's what we're going to do, folks. We are going to head over to our autopilot system here, and we are going to select procedure. Where is procedure? There we go. That's procedure. And what we're going to say is we're going to activate the approach. All right, so we are going to hit enter. And now you can see that the aircraft is going to fly towards the final fix for the runway, ILS 23. And as you can see here, not sure what the aircraft is doing. Looks like it's doing like a full turn for some reason. You know, I tell you guys, every time you do a stream, you will encounter something something weird that happens during streams, and I just don't know why. But anyway, we'll just wait for the aircraft to do its thing, and if it doesn't intercept the flight path, we'll just fly to it. But it should be okay. That's the strangest thing I've seen, really. It almost did like a complete circle. Let's see if it corrects itself. Let's see. It doesn't seem like it's doing what it's supposed to do. Alright. Let me let's disengage the autopilot. And we'll do this. See if everything is okay there. Not sure what it's doing. So I'll click on that, and that should take care of it. Yep, that should work now. I'm Not sure really what the autopilot did there, but it looks like it was doing something really funny. But hopefully it's okay now. You might have activated that a little early, so if it swung you around in a circle, it could be, yeah, it could be. But it looks like it's good now, so we are heading in the right direction to our destination. You can see here from the, by the way, you can pop these out. How did I do it? There we go. So you can pop these out, which is cool. I think you can do the same here. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. So you can definitely pop these out. And you can change the range. So we can decrease the range there, and that's the turn into runway 23 at Providence Airport. Approximately, let's see, let me close this. So if we look here at nav 1 DME, so it's actually changed the frequency now. So this is the frequency to the, all right, so if I switch this back here to 109er, you can see that we are about 37 nautical miles from the ILS DME, which means that we're not very far. So we're probably gonna change the we're gonna fly to the to Cusca, and then we're just gonna use heading select and head over to the runway and land the aircraft. Take a look at our flight plan real quick. Right, so if I go to procedure and we go select approach, ILS 23, enter that, and we say vectors, enter, and load. Yeah, that's much better. Let's do that. By the way, don't get intimidated by the G1000. They're actually very easy to use. In fact, they're easier than the Garmin 550 device. They're very user-friendly. You just really need to, understand how it works. You've got all your functions here and all your knobs on this side. Your radio frequencies are on top here. So once you establish this logical sort of view of how the device is set up, then it becomes really easy to operate it. Let's make sure the altitude is at exactly 4,000 at this point. And we are at 33.3 nautical miles. So here's what we're going to do, folks. When we are at about 16 nautical miles, we are going to begin the descent to 2,000, beg your pardon, 1,900, and we'll continue doing so until we are level, and then we're going to make a left turn to intercept the localizer for ILS 23 at Providence, and hopefully we can butter this landing. Yeah. Earl Grey, as the pilot said in your last episode, if the AP misbehaves, switch it off. That's right. Yep. Crunch Warp 69, good evening, my friend. Welcome. No, the aircraft has not been released, so this is a preview of the aircraft, and it should be released soon, probably this week. I believe it could be, by the way, as early as tomorrow, but I cannot confirm that. But I tell you guys, if you want my recommendation as to whether this aircraft is worth it or not, I mean, just look at everything this aircraft does. It's beautifully modeled, wonderfully textured. It's got beautiful sounds. Everything is finished. And the thing I like about Aerobask is when they ship something out, it's finished. And by the way, this aircraft is still in beta until it's released. So there might be a few things that are not working as the final product would look like, but it's pretty much there. But I like the fact that when they release something, it's finished. You know, it's done. You know that it's complete. You're getting the full package, you know, the full shebang. So I really like this aircraft a lot. And if you want my recommendations, I can recommend it with confidence that it will definitely bring a lot of enjoyment to your flying experience in X-Plane 11. Beautiful. Right, looking at the map, we're not too far now from our destination. And again, folks, as a reminder, I will be running a giveaway at the end of the stream once we land at Providence. And 3 copies are being provided of this aircraft for the Q8 Pilot channel subscribers, followers, members, and friends. So stick around till the end of the stream and you might be the lucky winner of this. And Duncan, thank you very much. Welcome to the VVIP membership, my friend. Appreciate your support. Adam, I totally agree with you. Aerobask never disappoints. I fully endorse that statement, Adam. Yes, totally agree with you there. Duncan, thank you very much for being a member of the Q8 Pilot channel. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate your support, my friend. I do like the synthetic vision as well. Though they say it's highly experimental, I think it works pretty well. By the way, we can turn off our landing lights and we can leave the position and the strobe lights on. We'll play around with the what is our current let's see, nav 124. So in about 8 nautical miles we'll begin our descent to 2,000 or beg your pardon, 1,900. That should be sufficient for us to reach our approach altitude, and from there we are going to intercept ILS 23 and land. Duncan has been a member of the Q8 Pilot channel for 14 months. Wow. Thank you so much for your support, sir. That's 1 year and 2 months. Duncan, thank you so much. If you guys don't mind, please smash that like button if you like the stream, and be sure to hit the bell button so that you are notified of all my future videos and streams. And we are doing pretty good. Yeah. You guys are the best. All right, let's see here. All right, So we are now getting pretty close to our destination. We are approximately 21 nautical miles, and I adore the texture work of this aircraft. Again, for those of you who missed this part, this is the screens or the sunshades. Gotta love it. By the way, those lights actually work, so you can see this is the light there. Same thing here, and we'll play with this once we land at our destination. We'll go ahead and play with those a little bit. And look at this leather seat. Just look at that. Wow. All right, let me check the altimeter at our destination. So, let's see. At Providence Airport, the wind is 250 degrees at 13 knots. The current temperature is 11 Celsius. Dew point is minus 9. Altimeter is 3034. Flight conditioning is good. So elevation, by the way, at Providence is 55 feet. And we are looking good. Yeah, it should be a nice approach, 3034. So we are going to change that now. 3034. There we go. That's set. And let me see where we are. All right, we're still getting there. And we can always come and decrease the range here. So you can see, so that's our turn right there. And then we come all the way to the runway. Yeah, that's exactly what we saw in the flight plan, as well as an Ivlasoft EFB. So we are looking good. And we are going to begin our descent shortly to 1,900. So let's go ahead and reset the altitude. Let's come over here, and we're going to set it to, let's see, no. There we go, 1,900. And at 16 nautical miles from the DME for the ILS, then we're going to begin the, oh, just look at those lights. That is a nice scene. Well, thank you, Duncan, very much for your support. Really appreciate it. And thank you for your kind words as well. Speed check. Hello, my friend. I want to be a VIP member. What is the best way, on streaming or offline? Well, Speed check, there is a membership button on my channel, and if you click that, you can become a member for less than $1. Makes you a member, a VVIP member, that is. So basically, for those of you who are new to the channel, normally all the proceeds from the channel, and the Q8 Pilot channel, so folks, I don't really do this for money. I do this mainly for, for a good cause. So the money either goes to charitable organizations, or it goes back into the channel. So I either buy software or hardware. Very seldom does the channel make sufficient money to purchase hardware, so I do it on my own. But most of the funds go to charities like the American Cancer Association, the American Red Cross, or other charitable organizations, non-profit of course, to help people around the world, or those who are less fortunate than we are, especially the children around the world are amongst the communities I like to support. And so your donation to the channel normally goes to to those organizations. So indirectly, when you make any donation here at the Kuwait Pilot channel, it really is going to those organizations, or it goes back into the channel. So I do use the money to purchase additional add-ons, I don't really, I'm not on YouTube as a job. It's more of a hobby rather than a job. So yeah. When is it going to be sold? K-Smith 610, I believe the aircraft is going to be released tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. And we are now approaching, by the way, we forgot to descend, so let's go ahead and do that now. Flight change. I totally forgot to begin the descent, so I'm going to reduce our speed here. Let's ease off on the throttle. That should help us descend. We should be okay because we don't really need to clear that much altitude. But here's what you can do. If you're not descending fast enough, we can always go to vertical speed. And then there's nose up and nose down. So we're going to select nose down. And you can see now right here, if you look here, you see the speed going down. By the way, I think you can do it here as well with the mouse wheel. So instead of clicking, so you can either click here or just put your mouse here and use your mouse wheel to change the speed. So we're descending now at 1,800 feet per minute. And yeah, we can adjust the throttle, just our power here to descent. And we are now looking good. Daniel Skidmore, welcome to the VVIP membership, my friend. Welcome. Thank you so very much, sir. Appreciate your support to the channel. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it very, very much, guys. We're almost there now, and the airport is now to our left. I think we can reduce our rate of descent. We can go to about 600 feet per minute, and that should help us also reduce it. About 1,000 feet to go, so we're good. We don't really need to descend any faster, and we are going to begin reducing our speed shortly as well. But for the time being, we can leave it there at about 130, 140. That's perfectly okay. And I'm going to reduce the rate of descent to 500 feet per minute. Just you saw that move to this, the wind just really, just look at that, how the aircraft moves as a direct effect of the wind pushing the aircraft. And one of the things I love about X-Plane 11 is its flight model and the realism of how the aircraft, that's the runway right there, by the way. And we have the ILS frequency set, which is 1090.3. A little bit of turbulence there as we approach our destination. Let's make sure we watch our speed. And we are approaching now 1,900 feet, which is the approach platform, or the altitude, platform altitude for Providence, runway 23. All right, let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights. Now, the nice thing about this G1000 device is when we click on the approach, and if you have the correct ILS frequency set, it will automatically change the CDI from GPS to VOR1. So there we go, that's 1,900 feet. You can see the glide slope sign here, and you see how this has changed to localizer 1. And now what we can do is we can come here and we can click on the approach button. Approach is now selected. And now the aircraft will align itself with the runway, and we will begin, again, it will actually begin the descent towards there. There is definitely a lot of turbulence here as we approach our final. Let me take a look here quickly at the wind. So according to, there's let's see here. So at Providence, we've got the wind information, 278 knots. So not bad, really, but definitely some pockets of air there causing some turbulence. But we're, as you can see now, we're aligning with the localizer, and we should see the glide slope needle coming down shortly. And that's the runway right ahead of us now. Finally got with the VVIP program after all this time. Daniel, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Fasten your seatbelts. Absolutely. Winds were rough all day. Oh, really, Alan? The winds were rough, huh? Yeah, that's what it looks like, because the aircraft is definitely, I can definitely feel the turbulence, or see it. But we'll feel it definitely once I take control of the aircraft to land it. Let's take a look here at the outside real quick. Yeah, look at that. Definitely some turbulence there. What a beautiful approach into Providence Airport. Here we go. We're still doing well. And we are going to begin. I believe the landing speed is about 75 knots, between 70 and 75. So we'll keep it there as we begin to approach the runway. And we are going to maintain 1,900 feet. And we are looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Sequeira, Antonio Nozzi, hello, my friend. Welcome. You should go for a touch and go. We should, actually, but there is nowhere to go to afterwards. So what we're going to do is we are going to land here, and then we are going to do the giveaway. And yeah, the Aerobask Diamond DA50 RG is another aircraft that is fully endorsed by the Kuwait Pilot channel. It receives my highest commendations, and I recommend it with confidence, guys. All right, that's the glide slope needle. You will see that the aircraft will begin to pitch down. Let's select gear down. And now we are descending towards the runway. It looks like the turbulence has subsided. There we go. And that's the runway right ahead of us now. We're going to start reducing our speed. Let's introduce flaps. So 1 notch of flaps. That's actually the takeoff flaps. And the landing flaps are right there. And we're just going to give it a little bit of power here to make sure we don't fall out of the sky. Just my view bit. Yeah, I think that's better. We'll keep it now at about 94 or so. We are on the glide slope and on the localizer for ILS runway 23 at Providence. By the way, the scenery. Both scenery today are payware scenery, and if you are interested in the scenery, please type in !DEP and !ARR for both the departure and arrival airports. Gregory 5TV, hello my friend. It will definitely be compatible with X-Plane 12, and the upgrade to X-Plane 12 is going to be free of charge. Lovely sounds, lovely texturing, lovely modeling. Look at that. We can make those brighter, add a little more floodlight. Nah, that's good. We'll take a look at that once we are safely on the ground. All right, we're coming up to 1,000 feet. Let's go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. Autopilot disconnected. My aircraft. And we are going to slowly reduce the speed. And we're going to watch here the localizer and glide slope needles and make sure we are looking good for our approach and landing. Start reduce our speed a little bit here. And make slight changes to keep the aircraft on the glide slope and localizer. We are looking good. Five hundred feet to go. We're a little bit too fast.
Three hundred
feet.
200. 100.
Alrighty. And touchdown. Welcome to Providence Airport, ladies and gentlemen. What a lovely aircraft, and what a lovely flight. I tell you, it was really, really enjoyable flying this aircraft today. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's definitely a lot of fun. Where's the taxiway now? Now I have to battle with the steering, but I think there is a taxiway right ahead of us there. I can see the blue lights ahead, so let's do that. I'll just go ahead. Really beautifully modeled aircraft. Flies well. Real joy to fly, by the way. A lot of fun. Simi UK, thank you very much. Appreciate it, my friend. The FPM, by the way, was -64, so that was a really nice landing. Yeah, I agree. I think we have to go all the way to the end, or there is a taxiway here. Yeah, there is a taxiway Tango, it looks like. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we're going to take taxiway Tango. And we're going to go all the way. We're going to continue on Tango until we are at the main terminal. Right, we can kill the landing lights, turn the taxi on, and turn off the strobes. And we can now retract our flaps, give it a little more power. Oh man, this is just looks beautiful. I mean, this looks beautiful, and I can't wait to see how X-Plane 12 looks. I mean, this looks really, really good, guys. All right, we're going to continue on Tango, and then we are going... I'm not sure what this aircraft is doing here. Wow, just really beautiful. Nice airport. Very nice airport indeed. And a beautiful aircraft. Alright, we're just going to go to the main terminal, and we're going to find a small spot to bring the aircraft to a complete stop. And then what we'll do is we'll do a replay of the landing. And once we're through with that, we are going to be running the giveaway for 3 copies of this beautiful aircraft. And I'll tell you, the winners today are seriously going to be very lucky, because this aircraft is incredible joy to fly. And I think you will have immense fun flying it in X-Plane. All right. I'm not sure if there is a spot here for us to park the aircraft, but looks like, yeah, there is. I'm not sure, by the way, if this is a general aviation parking here, but looks like we can bring the aircraft here and just park it safely right here. All right. And parking brake is set. Perfect. All right, first let me bring Nightbot. Let's see here. Okay. And that is for our giveaway today. So we'll take a look at all the eligible users in a minute. All right, so folks, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to do a replay, but first we are going to kill the fuel. And if you kill the fuel, you'll kill the engines. That's probably not the, we need to turn all these off before we do that. I'm not sure what's going to happen to the replay with everything turned off, but we're going to try. So let's go ahead and do a replay. Let's see here. That's a bit way too far. All right, that works. All right, here we go. Those sounds are incredible. Still too far, I think. And just look at how the PDRs you see some reflection on the aircraft response. Where that is. By the way, the other deliveries have a matte finish. I'll show you this in a minute. Let's take a look at this map. Look at that. Oh, wow. That's the tower view. And there you have it. Just look at that beauty. What a beautiful bird. That was a very smooth landing at Providence Airport. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, Earl Grey. The icing effect will be very nice in X-Plane 12, and I think really this aircraft, I can't wait to fly this aircraft in X-Plane 12. And by the way, X-Plane 11 doesn't look bad at all, in my view. By the way, look at this. This is the VOR station. This is the Providence VOR station. It just looks fantastic. Really beautiful sim. Of course, you know, those trees are not, you know, very good in X-Plane 11, but this is all going to change in X-Plane 12. What a beautiful aircraft. The Aerobask Diamond DA50 RG, ladies and gentlemen. An aircraft that receives the Platinum plaque and a final score of 10 out of 10. This aircraft deserves a 10, a perfect 10. It's definitely a 10 out of 10 for this aircraft. Very immersive, extremely fun to fly, and very, very well developed by Aerobask. I think if we come here, there we go. Now we can hear the sounds better. Beautiful. Just really, really beautiful. Got this really monstrous look to it, you know. Really love the look. By the way, can we do the lights here? I don't think we can change the time when we are in replay. So let's head over to the plane. And I do want to show you guys, before we do the giveaway, I do want to show you guys the, let's go ahead and turn on the electrical master and the avionics. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the time of day, and we're going to make it nighttime here. The thing is, there are lights here, but I think you get the idea. You can turn on those lights, you can turn them on and off. So we'll turn all of these off. Look at that. Look at that. You see how the lights actually glow? And the same thing here. So we can change this a little bit here. And yeah. I mean, look at this, guys. This looks absolutely fantastic. And I really like everything about this aircraft, from its night lighting to its modeling, the level of realism, the sounds, the texturing, the modeling, and I like its price. The price isn't bad for an aircraft of this quality. I've seen aircraft with much lesser quality and higher price, So this is a real investment. I think it's a good investment in an aircraft like this. If you like, you know, general aviation aircraft and you like specifically Diamond aircraft, this aircraft is going to bring hours of enjoyment in your flying experience in the flight sim. So we can now turn everything off, and now it says this unit will shut off in 55 seconds, or select option, then push the knob, and it will close on its own, as you have seen now here. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the aircraft. That is the beautiful aircraft which was the subject of our stream today. And I hope that you've enjoyed the flight, for one. And we are now, we have Diego Amalfo. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the Q8 Pilot channel. Glad to have you with us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go through the giveaway. And so let me just tell you guys very quickly, if you are in chat and you don't type anything, you will not enter the giveaway. So the way Nightbot works is that it detects whatever you guys are writing, and if you are inactive, then you will not become eligible. So just say hello Q8 if you haven't been chatting in the last 5 minutes, so that you can enter the giveaway. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of time before we have the list of eligible users increasing. Core Tube, yeah. Count me in. Hello Q8. Dave R, hello my friend. James and Lost Trucker. Vic, hello Vic, and welcome. All right, I can see now the number of eligible users has really increased, which is good. And I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm glad that you've enjoyed the aircraft. And again, 3 lucky winners today will win a copy of this aircraft, the Aerobask Diamond DA50 RG for X-Plane 11, and a free upgrade to X-Plane 12 once X-Plane 12 is made public. I've been here, but everyone is saying hello, so I'll join on the action. Goose with Google. Yeah, definitely. The giveaway is happening right now. All right, folks, we are ready to roll the giveaway. And I'm going to begin with the first one now. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1, and roll. And the first winner is Burger Pops. Burger Pops, if you are there, please do say hello or say something so that I can see. Let me go ahead and check your profile here real quick. Burger Pops, I can see your okay. Burger Pops, if you are in chat, please, hey, oh, there you go. All right, congratulations, Burger Pops. Please send an email to info@q8pilot.com with the email address that is associated with your X-Plane org account. That's very important. So if you're sending me an email, folks, that is not associated with your X-Plane org account, make sure you mention the one that is in the body of the email so that I can get you sorted out. All right, we are now going to go and select the second winner, Burger Pops. Congratulations. And we are now going to run the giveaway again. 3, 2, 1, roll it. Stan, my friend. Stan has won the second copy. I'm so very glad, Stan, that you've won something here. So congratulations, Stan has won the giveaway. And Stan, again, please send me an email at info@q8pilot.com. Hey, what happens if I win but I don't have X-Plane? Well, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. So you will need X-Plane to run the aircraft. So Stan, congratulations, my friend. And yeah, Stan. So we've got Burger Pops, winner number 1. Stan, man, I'm so glad that you've won something here on the channel, and your support has been outstanding. All right, and now we are going to go to the third one. And let's go ahead and roll it. Roll it. James Pimenta. I hope I said that correctly. James Pimenta. James, congratulations, my friend. If you are in chat, please say hello so that I can verify your profile. James Pimenta, is it Pimenta? I'm sorry. Oh, Pimenta. Oh, okay. Well, James, congratulations. And if you can send me an email at info@q8pilot.com, I will be sure with the email address that is associated with your X-Plane org account. I will get you all sorted out very quickly. I'll send the email out to Nicholas. And by the way, the giveaway today, ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored by the X-Plane org store for this rather beautiful aircraft, a real masterpiece from Aerobask. Congratulations, Burger Pops, Stan, and James for winning the giveaway. I want to thank you all for being with me tonight. I hope that you've enjoyed the stream. Folks, please do stay safe, and until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you all very soon. Take care, and bye-bye for now.